I'm Amy Lauren A&R for High Definition Tracks, and today I'll be chatting with Bear, who's just released Curfew with us on High Definition, which is his follow-up to Easy to See. So hello, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to speak to you properly.
Exactly, yeah. Face to face, yeah. Wicked.
How have you been in lockdown? Busy?
Do you know what? I've literally just been making music really, and finding new sounds, and just like boring stuff really. Going on walks and watching Netflix, same as everyone else really, I guess.
So honestly, so many Netflix things, and the dogs love a walk as well.
Exactly, yeah, I've got a dog as well, so it helps, doesn't it? It makes you go do a bit of exercise every day. So yeah.
What sort of dog have you got?
I've got a little Pomeranian.
Show us.
Come here.
Oh, hello. Boy or girl?
She's a little girl. Her name's Chase.
Oh, little Lily's going to beat Chase. Come here, Lily. Lily, look. Come here. Oh, look. Oh, wow.
Oh, look, we've got besties. It's like Tinder. It's like Tinder for dogs.
So cute. I don't think she's Pomeranian. I think Lily's Jack Russell Chihuahua cross. But they've got like the fluffy ears. She's just had a bath actually, so she's a bit wet.
Yeah. Look, say hello. Doing a bottle on the floor, so she's probably gonna get back to that.
Cute. Dog intro over.
Yes.
I'm really interested to know, where's your name come from? Bear where's that from?
Me and my friend, 8 years ago, we started a project. We called it Ape Like, and it was me and him. And then I didn't want to call it that because I wanted to move away from that. And I just think bear. I mean, I like the branding with the bear, so it kind of that's just where it came from. There's nothing really specific. It's just. Yeah, that's where it came from. It was an old project, and I changed it obviously to myself. And yeah, that's
dope.
And that's it.
I always remember it. It's that another standout name. I was talking to Blank Sense about this as well. It's just two words that are quite easy to remember. And with so many DJs and producers, sometimes it's really hard. I struggle to pronounce names on the radio all the time.
I can imagine. So Bear I just think, it's a simple name, simple branding, easy to remember, and that's what I was kind of going for, to be honest.
100%. How long have you been DJing and producing for?
Wow, I've been DJing since 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time, and producing not as long. I mean, I'd say 10 years roughly.
Still a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a long time actually. It's gone really quick, like the last 10 years of my life just seems to flash by. So yeah. But, yeah, DJing wise, I mean, I got my first set of decks when I was 16. So yeah. What
were they?
They were just like these belt drives. They were really hard to DJ on actually. And then on my 18th birthday, I was lucky enough to get a pair of Technics 1210s, and then that's when I started taking it seriously, to be honest with you. So. Yeah.
What do you think of all how everything's changed? How DJing has completely changed? Do you enjoy it more now or before?
For me, my how I see a good DJ, for me, is more tune selection. So I don't think that's changed in any sort of way. Maybe technically it's changed slightly different. It's a bit easier, I reckon, now. But when I watch a DJ, when I'm out and about, I like to see what they play, what their selection's like, and that's how I judge a DJ personally. So,
I bet you wish that you had Shazam. That's when you first started going out.
I used to, we used to go to record shops. Used to search high and low for records you're after. It's not like now you can click a button and get it. You had to go out and find it.
I would have been I feel like I missed that. I'm fairly new,
I actually really
DJ, and I would enjoy, because that's the part of DJing I like, is finding music, and I think that would have been cool to go to the record shops and stuff.
Yeah, I really miss it, to be honest. It was a real big part of the music scene, especially when I was playing garage years ago, and it was all about having the best tunes and finding the best tunes. You know, like now it's like it's easier to get records rather than, you know, find them. But yeah, it was a big part of it back in the day. Yeah, definitely.
That's sick. Right, let's move on to asking you a little bit about Curfew.
But,
so when did it all start? Like, was it a different project?
Curfew, I don't know. Like, it was. I think it was the timing when we got told we had to be in by 10 o'clock. You know, like we had the bars, you know, shut 10 o'clock. And I thought, I came home one night, done the track, and I was like, I'm going to call this Curfew because I'm literally curfewed. So that's just how it came about, the track, really. Kind of the start of selection, more tracks I've got now, more hard bass driven tracks. I don't know, just fancy doing some more harder tech tracks rather than, you know, a bit more melodic. So yeah,
I think it's like saving up a combination of all the emotion that you want to feel when we get to hear it and play it in the club. Like, we just want to all go mad, don't we?
Honestly, I can't wait to hear some of the new tracks I've done in the clubs. I mean, I've heard them on speakers in the studio, but I mean, it's a different thing hearing them in the clubs, you know. And
definitely.
So yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, by the sounds of it, June time, we should be back in clubs.
Oh, honestly, like, I'm a little bit scared. Like, I'm a little bit scared to like get too excited about it.
I know.
But at the end of the day, there is progress. Like, there's facts. Progress is being made with the vaccination and stuff. So like, let's be kind to ourselves. Like, let's just hope a little bit.
We've got to be positive, and you know, I think everyone feels a bit more relieved now that there's actually like a roadmap where we're heading, and kind of like there's light at the tunnel. Do you know what I mean? So before
it was like, where are we heading? And literally just went into carnage. You couldn't stop it. So there's light here to the tunnel. Hopefully not that much longer now, but yeah. I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Don't worry, don't feel pressured if you can't answer them. And
no, I'll try and answer as many. I'll try and answer as many as possible. Yeah.
Sweet. Right, first question. Tell me something really random that like not many people would know about you.
Right. I was in the same class at school with Craig David.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
And we were in the same football team when we were younger. Yeah. So it's not many people know about that. Not massively. So.
Did you both do music at school?
He was more musical. I was more into sports actually at school. It wasn't until actually I left school when I've really got into music. But
I was the same.
He used to sing in class all the time. I was like, this guy is unbelievable. But I didn't think he was going to reach the heights he did. I mean, it's just unbelievable what he's achieved. So yeah,
it is incredible. Like legend.
Yeah. So fair play to him.
Definitely. What's your proudest and non-music related like achievement?
This is really random, but I won Butlins Footballer of the Year.
Butlins Footballer of the Year?
Yeah. That was a lot of people, may I say. Yeah. I used to be all right at football, you know, when I was younger. But I can't really think of anything else. I mean, that just come to my head straight away. So let's go with that.
I love that. Did you get like a trophy, or have you got any memorabilia?
It's still at my mum's. It's still at my mum's somewhere.
You have to keep it, don't you? You have to keep it.
Come on, let me know. I'll bring it. I'll show you.
Definitely.
Yeah. So.
Who are your heroes, or who's your hero?
I'm gonna say, just because I still watch him DJ now and it still blows my mind, DJ EZ, like musically, like good shout. Absolute genius. And from when he was like that when he was on vinyls, and I thought when we moved to the digital more, I thought he might not, but it's got even better. It's just unbelievable.
Nah, he's incredible. And all the charity stuff. Like I struggle sometimes doing an hour live stream at home. Like, who even am I? An hour live stream at home. Oh, that's such a long time. I don't know what to play. He does 24 hours.
The 24-hour stream blows my mind. I think to myself, I've been asleep, I've been out, I've eaten, I've been shopping. He's still DJing. It's unbelievable. And I've done like 5-hour sets, and it's very tiring. I can imagine 24 hours is ridiculous.
Oh,
fair play.
God. Yeah, honestly, if you're listening to EZ, he needs your Butlins Award.
Nothing will beat that.
When was the last time you laughed really hard, and why?
Oh, actually, so a couple of weeks ago, me and my friend went. We haven't got a curry like takeaway.
Yeah.
And one of the curries must have leaked. It's like a brown paper bag, and we've got back to like the car park where we live, and I've pulled out the bag, and the curries where it's leaked. I've just picked up the bag, and there's the bottom of the bag gone, and the curry's gone all over his white interior BMW. I was on the floor crying. He wasn't too impressed, but honestly, it was.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was everywhere.
I'd have been fuming.
He was fuming. I was laughing my head off, but I did have to apologise many times. I'm still apologising.
Do you know what? My dad always used to like go McDonald's drive-thru and get loads of napkins and keep them for moments like that, like a spillage, and just whack. They're really dry and horrible, aren't they? Just whack out the napkins.
Yeah. So, my pal Jack, he's I'm not in his good books at the minute, unfortunately. So.
Had to pay to have it washed.
I did offer it. He said no. He's one of those guys who just won't. He'll say no, but like.
That's his own fault because he would have wished he said yes.
In a month's time, I'll get an invoice through the post.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, it was quite funny, but yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? He's got a laugh. He laughs about it now a little bit. At the time, he didn't find it very funny, but
just steam coming out of his ears.
It wasn't my fault though. Like the curry obviously just leaked, and it kind of just made the bag weak, and I picked it up, and it's all fallen out. But
oh God, why? That's another question for another time. Is why? Why not? Why not with the plastic bags? But then I suppose obviously. Actually, that's a really stupid thing. I'm going to crop that out. We don't want plastic bags. It's not good for the environment.
It's a very wide say. Like, well, they should have used a plastic bag, really, but no.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What is that one track that got popular that you just really couldn't stand? And I'm not trying to throw shade on any producers. Obviously, everybody has their own taste, but.
It's a very good track, and I still think it's a good track now. But years ago, there was a track, Paul Johnson, was it Down, Down, Down to Down? Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, it's only got one word in the whole song, so it did get irritating hearing it every night for at least 6 months in the club.
No, I do. I know what you mean with it. It's annoyingly catchy, but do you know what? There's always remixes of it going round, and I always like to play updated remixes of that track. So there you go.
Like, if I hear it now, I'll be fine. But it's just at the time, you know, it was just a bit
overplayed.
So there's a few records that's been overplayed, but that's because they're good records, and that's so.
Yes, it's a compliment.
Say about that, yeah, it's a compliment, really. But yeah.
Okay, next question. Do you have any weird skills or talents? Just okay if you don't. If you're just boring.
I think I'm a good cook. Others would tell you different.
Okay, what's your special dish?
Well, I think I'm good at I'm very good at like making roast potatoes.
Oh. Okay. And what's the process behind this?
I'm good at making roast dinner. I'd say roast dinner I'm very good at making. I'm good at the time. Roast dinner is all about timing. It's all about getting things in the oven at the right times. And it comes out in one. So, no, I think I'm a good chef, but others would say different. My mum would say different. Because the other day I made her a steak and she said it was chewy.
Oh, that's not good.
Your mum's criticising you. I'm probably going to say I'm not a good chef, to be honest with you.
Probably not a good chef. So just to confirm, are we stating that you're good at making roast potatoes or making a roast dinner? Like, that's a big commitment for the potato for the dinner.
For me, roast potato is the most important part of a roast dinner. Like, that's my favourite part. So yeah, I'm good at making a roast dinner. I'd say that. I'm getting good anyway. I haven't really got any other skills or talents. Like, I make music. I was all right at football, but that's about it, really. Yeah, nothing.
Stick with making music, so that's obviously your talent.
Yeah, I'll stick with that. I'll stick with one. That's all I could do. Cooking's like side talent. Not very good.
I don't even know what I'm judging because I can't cook. So.
You know what? I actually love. I can sit in all day and watch cooking programs. I just love watching cooking programs, and I think when I get behind like on the oven, I think I'm just as good, and I'm probably not.
Master chefing it up in the kitchen.
You never know. One day, if something blows up, I could get on Celebrity MasterChef. You never know.
That would be the dream. Okay. Next question. What's your most embarrassing moment? Or a embarrassing moment.
What, as a DJ or whatever?
Whatever you want. Whatever one comes to mind first.
I'll come with a DJ one, because I'd say it was probably 20 years ago. Probably one of my biggest gigs at that point. I think it was Garage Nation or something like that. And there was like 3,000 people there, and we obviously back then it was vinyl, and obviously you used the needles for the vinyl, and if you just left if you didn't clean the needles every like 6 or 7 tracks, fluff would build up on them. And my first track, I didn't check it. It started playing, and it just went. And everyone just looked at me as if to say, "Who are you?" You know, when you're sure, probably one of my first big gigs, that feeling is like you're nervous, you want everything to go wow, and when the first track goes,
the heart just starts going, and it's like trying to fight back in your own head.
Yeah, and it's not like now you could just cue button it back. It's like
100%.
It takes like 15 seconds to get it. Yeah, absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, and like my pals are there. You know what your pals are like, they just laugh at you. So
yeah, that's the worst. I think when you take friends or family with you to an event, I think there's added pressure.
Yeah.
Because they're just so happy to see you, and you're like, oh, I want to do really well for my friends, and they're there, and then you're like, oh, just.
Yeah, and I've kicked out like this, I don't know, a plug at a festival, and it's turned everything off.
Oh God, no, that's got to be the worst.
It's just come to my head, so that was pretty bad. So yeah, there's been a couple, but I think everyone has a couple of embarrassing experiences through DJing or whatever. I mean,
I've got loads. We should do another whole podcast just to get people on to talk about funny stories.
Yeah, so yeah, that is probably the most embarrassing, those two. So
whilst we talk about funny stuff, the next question, fire away. Know any funny jokes?
Oh my God. Do you know what? Like, I always hear funny jokes, but I never remember them. I'm so bad at remembering jokes. I'm going to say no, I don't actually. On top of my head, I can't tell you a funny joke right now. It's probably going to be a rubbish.
What? It will come to you later. Like, we'll finish this chat and you'll go, oh my God, and it will come.
I'll have to think, yeah.
Edit it after.
I'm really rubbish at jokes. No, I can't think of one. Not top of my head.
Cool. We'll move on.
Right.
What are your non-music related hobbies? Apart from Netflix.
At the minute, Netflix is the only hobby we could have, isn't it? No, I like going to football. I like football. Who
do you support?
Southampton. Yeah.
Oh. It's not a football podcast. Don't worry.
Oh, it's not. So yeah, I've got a season ticket, but obviously I haven't been able to go soon because obviously we're not allowed in stadiums yet. So
yeah, same. It's really frustrating.
I'm a big lover of food, so I just love going to like restaurants and trying new places, you know, like food wise. So
yeah,
I like traveling as well, but obviously we can't do that. So
we've just been really stuck, haven't we?
Yeah, so everything we like doing, we're not allowed to do. So
I know. Yeah. Well, when it can all go back to normal, like we'll have to just make up for all the good time. I think so many people mentally will just be buzzing. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait, honestly, for everyone to be back to normal and just enjoying life again and
100.
not have to worry about other things. Yeah. So yeah.
So my last question to ask: is there anything else we should know about you? Anything else you want to share?
I go under another name with a group called FooR, which we're just finishing an album and we've got stuff coming out very soon with them as well.
Yeah, I didn't want to like push about that. I didn't know if you wanted to, so that's why I thought I'd just ask.
Yeah, we've been working hard on some new stuff, which we're really happy with. So that's coming very soon.
That's dope.
Yeah, and along with the bear-like stuff. So yeah, I'm very busy really with music at the minute. It's kind of like full time, every day, all day. So yeah, and also I make garage stuff as well under the name Aki as well. I just like making music. I just love making, like, you'll find as well with my bear-like stuff. There's kind of garage influences in there, like, because it's kind of like what I grew up with.
Definitely.
But like, yeah, I love house music, and obviously I like garage music, and you know, yeah. So I'd like to make it all. So I don't really like stop making. You know, I don't. Maybe I should streamline to one thing, but at the minute I'm kind of like enjoying doing it all. So.
Well, whilst you have the time to be at home and make it, like, I think you should make it.
The bear-like thing's kind of my baby. I'm gonna like put a lot of effort into that. So yeah, so let's
Well,
hopefully.
we're so happy to have you on board at High Definition.
Yeah, no, obviously I've done Dots for a while. We've done gigs in the past, and he's done records for us and on our labels and stuff. So yeah, it's a pleasure to work with you guys. So it's good to see what you're doing as well, and yourself as well. So
Thank you. No,
yeah,
it's good. It's an exciting venture. Like, yeah,
yeah.
Can't wait for us all to be able to meet up.
Yeah, can't wait. I'm happy to be on board with High Definition. Everything you're doing, so it's pretty good.
Ah, well, that's it then. Thank you for looking in with us. If you haven't already, Curfew is available to download now on Beatport, so make sure you go and grab that, or you can stream it across all major platform sites. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on. It's a banger. We're going to play it for you now. Until next time, remember, life's always better in HD. Boom, let's go. Thank you.